Hi there, thanks very much for joining me. Just finished a junk journal. This one is Art Nouveau in style. It's predominantly the art of Alphonse Mucha, who was a Czechoslovakian artist. The majority of the images I've used have been bought on Etsy. The shops I've used were With Wild Abandon, Tsunami Rose, Old Market, Freeze Art, Digital Collage Club, Dream Up Graphics, Cameo Shop and Artie Maze. I used one of Artie Maze's paper packs as the foundation for the actual journal itself. Now this one is, hold on, I'll just try to zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole journal. It's not terribly big. It's got two signatures. They're not big signatures. The only reason I did two was because I really wasn't happy with the way one was looking. I wanted to make sure that I got the papers in a bit better. Anyway, we'll go through that as we look at the rest of the journal. The front cover itself is, this is a die that I used. It's a Sue Wilson die. It's very Art Nouveau in its style, and I cut the frame and then cut the image from a picture that I'd printed out. We've got a little flower here that's paper that I cut and just layered up. This and that, you don't really see that all that well. These are a couple of Graphic 45 pictures from one of their paper packs that was I think it's something like Old French Country. Got a stamp, another couple of Mucha's works and a bit of ephemera. I've put some metallic corners on just to give it a wee bit of a finish. It's got a piece of crocheted lace down the spine, and it's my intention to attach this wee charm that I made. It's mostly just glass pearls and Czechoslovakian crystals, ironically, and a little Eiffel Tower charm at the bottom because it's a French book. The back image again, some images of France and some die cuts and one or two Mucha works. So here we go, first page. I've got a lipped up pocket here. When I was doing the signature, I actually attached it to a piece of card and then I stuck the card into the actual folder that's forming the cover of the book. So I've lined this with paper and then attached a little corner pocket here. Maybe zoom in a wee bit, bear with me, so that you can hopefully see things a wee bit better in terms of the art. This is from Artie Maze. I think this is from Cameo Shop. It's one of her sort of book tags. There are so many different shops on Etsy offering works from Mucha that, to be fair, I can't actually remember which of them it was that I took this from. It would be one of the ones that I mentioned at the beginning, mind you. Right, so there's a ton of journaling space here. I also sewed some of this lace. It's sort of cotton lace, if you like, trim. I've sewed that on the edges of all the printed papers. I've got a little decorated paper clip here, and I took a piece of material, layered it up with another little bit of lace and a little button that I got. Well, it's a wee kind of metallic charm thing. This is an envelope I made using my envelope punch board from their memory keepers. Inside just some ephemera. That's from that Graphic 45 set. And ephemera, I think this is all from Tsunami Rose. I had actually coffee stained that, and when I was doing the coffee staining, rather than dipping it in a basin of coffee this time, I just made up some coffee, kept it in a spray bottle, so that I could limit the amount I was using. I find that the paper tends to it tends to wrinkle tremendously, and to be fair, I just can't work with it. I don't enjoy working with the coffee dyed paper. I know everybody does it, but it's not something for me. This I printed up on a sort of parchment type paper, just to give it a sort of real letter feel. This page here is pretty heavily stamped by myself, and I find it difficult to leave a page without decoration, I have to say. Most of these stamps are actually by Viva Decor. It'll either be Viva Decor or perhaps Tim Holtz. But Viva Decor do really reasonably priced stamp sets. I mean, seriously reasonable for what they are. They're something like $3.99, and you'll get a ton of stamps in the same sort of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They'll all be the same theme, that's what I'm trying to say. And it's really excellent value. I think in fact these might well be a Viva Decor corner, I'm not entirely sure. One of the Tsunami Rose images. Book page. This is sort of brown craft paper, if you like. And again, used the Viva Decor stamps on this one and did a wee bit of distressing. This is one of the Mucha images that I had taken from the internet, well, not from the internet, from Etsy, and I layered it up on a piece of book paper, did the old distressing with vintage photo and a lace butterfly on the bottom. Pretty Lady, another one of Tsunami Rose's pictures. Doily with a little bit of decoupage on it from a napkin. I've also had to put a wee bit of washi tape here. I discovered that actually I had a bit of difficulty when I was doing the original holes for the seam, so this had ripped slightly, and I thought rather than lose it and start again, I would just tape it up with something in a sort of similar vintage theme. Got a tuck pocket here, just made out of a bit of paper, little layered butterfly, and I die cut another sort of Sue Wilson type die, which I thought was very Art Nouveau in style. A couple of vintage ladies. These stamps, you'll have recognised these maybe if you've seen my other videos, because they're from Crafty Individuals, as is this. Little Rare Memory Keepers envelope with a couple of little tags to journal on, and a tag I made myself using one of the images, and it's got some stamping behind it. This envelope has the first signature in the book. I've used a button to seal it. It's a Rare Memory Keepers. I used that to make the envelope, and this is the paper pack that came from Graphic 45, and one of the wee tags, which I think came from it's either Freeze Art or Cameo Shop. I think it was Freeze Art. I just double-sided that, so it can be used for journaling, as well as obviously the wealth of paper that's in this, provided by Artemis. Used another Art Deco Sue Wilson, Art Nouveau Sue Wilson die here, and cut one of the Mucha images again. Here we've got another wee tuck pocket that I made, and a couple of tags for journaling should you want to. Doily. That's the other side of the paper that was, what do you call it, the kind of craft paper type thing with another lace star in the corner. Made a wee tuck pocket here, and we've got a tag that I made, some background stamping, stenciling, and a Mucha image that I cut out, and another one of Tsunami Rose's pictures. I tried as hard as I could, even if I was using ephemera for this, to keep to roughly the period. Sorry about that, got interrupted there. My son came in from university, and like a dutiful mother, I went and saw that he was okay. Right, so back to the old junk journal. Book page, here we have the same image as is on the front with, I'm not actually sure, is that it? It's the same die, I just cut it for different material. Sue Wilson die, as I said earlier. Right, so we've got plenty of journaling space here. Got a wee decorated paper clip with these series fibres. I mean, I know everybody uses them, right, but I swear to goodness, see, every time I cut that wool, I get wee bits of gold lammy everywhere. It literally is all over my house. It's like Christmas every day. Right, wee bit of ephemera, double-sided it and ran along with some good old vintage photo. Said it before, say it again, where would we be without vintage photo? And here we have, oh, I've just shoved a wee picture in there of a lady in repose. She looks French to me. Whether she is or not is up for grabs. Here we're going on to the second signature. Tuck spot here and some stamping. I was actually really lucky because I discovered an ink colour that was very similar to this shade of boot. The boot came from Digital Collage Club. I just fussy cut it. There should be a lot of leaves down here, but I'm not big on fussy cutting. In fact, I think I can safely say I really hate it. But you know, I go through the motions. Anyway, wee book tag I made myself with some stamping and having cut out one of the Mucha images and stuck it on. You can use that for journaling, and another wee bit of ephemera. I'm not entirely sure if that is from With Wild Abandon or if it's from Tsunami Rose. I think it might be Tsunami Rose. As I said, I tried to keep all my ephemera French, given that it was a French book, and if it was possible, use images that sort of implied they were French. This one says Bonne Année, which is, I believe, Happy New Year in French. It's been a long time since I've done French at school, incidentally. But, you know, I make my effort. This is another wee decorated paper clip, another one of my envelopes that I put a French stamp on and then stamped over it with one of my postmark stamps from the, it was either from the Viva Decor set that I had or the wee Celador stamp set. And some ephemera in here, which I think again is all from Tsunami Rose. Postcard. Each of these things I've distressed on the back using the coffee staining, as I said, and a wee bit of vintage photo in the seams. All can be used for journaling space if required. And, whoops, a daisy, sorry. Another wee bit of paper. It's, oops, it's upside down. Right, there we go. French again. These are from, I think, Frieze Art, if memory serves. So very similarly can be used for journaling. My redecorated paper clip is the same as the other one in as far as I've used the same sort of paper pack here, the little bit of material that I cut out using my pinking shears, a wee bit of lace and another one of these wee sort of metallic button things. This paper here is from a Kane company set, I can't remember the name of it, something like Isabella Quilt. Again, it looks vaguely French in its style. I've had it for years and years and years. Bought it so long ago, I think it was when I used to watch Don Bibby on QVC, and that's been quite a while, I don't mind telling you. Right, here we've got a wee French lady, she's clearly French from that name, her name's Arlette, and it's got a Paris stamp at the bottom. Wee bit of decoupage on this napkin, Eiffel Tower. This, get mixed emotions about this one. Music sheet. and a decoupaged using rice paper, but this particular picture is very, very dark. I think it might have looked a lot better if I'd gessoed behind it. Having said that, I mean, it's still see it, it's still attractive enough, but it's a very, very dark picture. I had a wee bit of an issue here, so I used some washi tape along the edge, and here, this is what the issue was. I used this button to seal down this envelope, which is another one of my tuck spots, and it also hides the signature in this section of the journal. Little postcard ephemera, wee bit Eiffel Tower, and I'm not even sure how you say that. It's been a while since I've done French, as I said. Anniversaire. Again, a Tsunami Rose picture. I think it might just be happy anniversary or something like that. It might even be happy birthday, because I'm not sure if the French have a different word for birthday. Right, there we go. Another one of the decorated paper clips and a little bit of ephemera. This one I know is from With Wild Abandon. And again, double-sided it and run around with some vintage photo. I can't get a paper clip to work. There we go. It says slightly different, oops, little gold thread there, a surprise. Slightly different die cut frame, another Sue Wilson die, and one of the Mucha images. And here we are at the end. Made this little tuck spot envelope and ran a little bit of washi tape with some gold and black on it. Little layered butterfly made from book page. These are that's from the Artemis kit I used in this journal. A little tag I made myself, stamping it, and one of the Mucha images. Another Mucha image, and this one, Mucha did a lot of advertising imaging in his life. He probably made money from it. I don't know if he made an awful lot, mind you, but he did Moët and Chandon Champagne and Benedictine. Here we've got the old Eiffel Tower, and they're all layered on top of a stamped tag that I made. My ribbon on this I coloured with one of the lilac distress inks. And we have the back page, which again features some of his artwork and the Arc de Triomphe, Eiffel Tower again, and some die cuts, a little lock and key in the shape of a heart. So I was going for the romance, what with amour being in the stamp there, meaning love, and I put metallic corners on it. So there you go. Now I haven't tied it, although I could quite easily just maybe use some seam binding to tie it together and leave that as my tag. And I intend to attach this to this. Hopefully this will go on somewhere up here. If it doesn't, and it won't, I'm going to attach one of those little pins that you get, the ones that look like little bulbs. I can't remember, I actually found the name of those and I was going to mention what they were, but for the life of me I can't remember. It's par for the course of me. Right, so there you go, that's my journal. Ultimately I'll be putting that onto my Etsy shop, which is Bygones Cards. If anybody's interested in buying it, they can always get in touch if they've got any inquiries. If, having had a wee look over the journal, if there's anything you would like to offer comment on or advice to change in any way, give me a wee shout and leave a message. Please subscribe if you can, and I will hopefully see you down the road a wee bit with another video or something else. Thanks very much for your time. Bye bye folks, bye.